Alright guys, how's it going? And welcome to what is going to be the return of Caveo's or Cavani's Cobblers. So for those of you that have followed over from my last channel, or even the channel before that, you'd know that this is a series that I started with the team that I support and follow in real life. Northampton Town is my local team. So I took them from League 2 and currently we're in the Premier Division, or Premier League, sorry. I'm going to take you through the journey so far, so that those of you that haven't seen it before can sort of catch up, and then I'll go through all my transfers and stuff that I've done this season, just so you can get up to speed, and yeah, I want you to feel as involved as possible. So in the last video that I uploaded, I asked if people, or what people, wanted to see me do next after my Atletico CP save. Unfortunately got deleted during the FM marathon. That was my bad completely. It was a big mistake, and I'm quite gutted about it, but if I didn't do it, this wouldn't have happened, and I'm very keen for this. This is something that I'm well up for, because this is sort of something that's been dragged out. I'd come back and play this every now and again. Excuse me, sorry, I've not been up long. I fell asleep when I got home from work. Something I'm very up for, obviously, it's the team that I've supported since I was 2, so that's nearly 20 years now that I've supported this team. And, you know, any time that you do something good with your team on Football Manager, it's all the more special. But I was in Omer's, or Merkers and Predicts, live stream the other day, and I think it was Will, or Will Plays FM as he's now known, on YouTube. He came in and linked a player that he had, and it was a region, and I know this player's name comes up a lot. His name is Craig Hunter, and he linked him, and I looked at him, and I was like, oh, that name sounds familiar. Um, and of course, he's a player here, on the icons list, next to myself, just there. And yeah, it just made me open it up. I ended up linking it back, and everyone was just like, whoa, because he is absolutely incredible. I'll show you him a little bit later on. For those of you that have seen him before will know just what an absolute animal he is. But yeah, let's take a look at facilities and stuff first. So at the minute, sorry, my throat. The pitch has just been relayed. We've got a 20,000 capacity stadium. Probably in the next few years we'll probably build a new one. Just because obviously 20,000 is quite good for, well, it would be good if we weren't in the Prem. But yeah, we've got top youth facilities, and they're being upgraded again at the minute as we speak, and good training facilities, again, they're being upgraded as we speak. Youth category set at 1, I'm not sure what that means, I'm not sure how all the categories work, but I don't know if that's good or if that's bad, I don't know what the scale's on. Average youth recruitment, I'll try and get that upgraded, but they don't seem to give me the option, it just says I need to cut back, so I'm not quite sure how you go about doing that. My staff at the minute, my assistant manager is Mark Bowen. It used to be Jamie Carragher, but Jamie Carragher's actually got a new role at the club as a coach. And this lad's, well, I say lad, is 59. This bloke's very good. He's got good stats. He's got good management. He's got good tactical knowledge. He's got great motivating, and he's got discipline as well. So players won't be getting out of line too much. Where's Carragher gone? Because Carragher's probably the one that has kept, well, he's come with me along the journey the most. He's been here from, I think, quite a while actually, if I'm not mistaken. Can you have a look at? Yeah, he joined in 2015. So he's been here about 8 years now. So yeah, that's good to see. He took a step down as well, but you can see that we've got some former players that would have been players in the game when we started, like we're going from Huntington. He's a very good tactician. That's why I brought him in, for his tactical knowledge and his tactical coaching. Paul Scholes, everyone knows who Paul Scholes is. Great attacking attributes with some good mental ones too, and he's very good working with youngsters. Carragher we've gone through. Johan Kabayi, another attacking coach, but he's good with fitness too, which is good. Wade Elliott, randomly, but he's got a great mental and tactical, and also attacking again. Xavi Zanetti, he's actually very good. Look at him, what a player he was. I'm sure there'll be some. Oh God, that's not good. De Vries, do you remember him? Goalkeeper, very good goalkeeping coach. Um, I'm not sure. Yeah, Asamoah is an absolute quality scout. Look at that. Don't really expect him to be a amazing scout, but yeah, he is. I don't think anyone else that's noticeable, like Jamie Vardy and Richard Brody, just quality. Um, but yeah, we're gonna take a look back and see how the journey sort of started. So let's go back to the beginning. This might take a while, but you're gonna have to. Oh shit! You're gonna have to put up with me. Have I not got the leagues loaded up now? I don't think I have. I'm not taking them away, have I? Wait a minute. I know I've done a one noob. Um, okay, one idiot. Let's not do that again. um, so back to where it started. So the first season, we went up through. I think we went up first season. Went up through the playoffs. Yeah, we finished fourth. That's not automatic. We went up through the playoffs. I think we beat Burton. I'm pretty sure it was like the last minute, or it was late drama or something like that. Although I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, we went up first season, albeit through the playoffs, but we'll take it. Had a pretty good season. Um, yeah, that was the first season done. Into the second season. Oh no, second season, and we finished ninth, which after just being promoted is a very respectable position, I think. Just above mid-table, which is yeah pretty good. And from then we went fucking hell, 2014-15. It's the championship. Oh, this is going wrong. See, this should just stay the same. It's quite frustrating having to go back and forth. But then we went down. Well, not we didn't go down, but we slipped down the league a little bit, going down 2 places to 11th, which obviously every season it's you want to make progression, and unfortunately this year we didn't. So yeah, until 2015/16, we actually went up through the playoffs this year, which was pretty good. Every year we seem to have brought better players, and you'll see this year the players that we brought were just absolutely um, incredible. Some of them for Northampton and for the standard that we're at, I think. So into the championship, our first year in the championship would be in here. Yeah, we ended up going down. I think it was the last game of the season. We played Barnsley, and we needed to get a point, I think. Yeah, to be safe, I'm pretty sure. And we couldn't do it. We ended up getting relegated back down to League One, which I was absolutely gutted about because I thought we might get to the Premier League quite quickly. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. Went straight back down to League One after one season. So into 2017/18. How did this season go? I'm trying to refresh myself. Into 8th, which was disappointing because I thought we could have had a go at it going straight back up, but that wasn't to be. But the year after, we ended up going up as champions, and we absolutely dominated due to one man and one man only. And you'll see who that is. And it was good that we beat Peterborough to the title as well. Absolutely dominated. So into 2019/20. Let's pop up. We ended up going straight up again, and you'll see why after. You'll understand that the player that we've got that's helped us do this is just absolutely incredible. And we brought him for like a ridiculously cheap amount, and I remember just thinking that yeah, he was. I didn't know if he was going to be worth it or not, and it turns out that he was so worth it. He really was. So we got promoted to the Premier League at the first time we've come back into the Championship, or second time, sorry. So into 2020/21, and yeah, we finished 11th first season. Is that? Yeah, which yeah is very respectable for our first season. The two teams that come up with us, Plymouth and I think it was Wolves, ended up going straight back down. So it was good to see us finish mid-table ahead of people like Watford, Doncaster, Villa, some big clubs there at this level. So yeah, it was very good to finish 11th. And the season after, We finished 8th, which again, making progression, which is all I ask. Arsenal actually won the league that year on goal difference, 3 goals in it over Man United. I think this is last season. 8th again with a no, this isn't last season. Yeah, it is last season. Yeah, 8th again. I think our goal difference was it better this year or worse? Oh, it's better. So again, we sort of improved. I think we finished on the same amount of points. Um, but yeah, again, just improvement. We were really close actually to getting to Europe. As you can see, we're only like 4 points off getting fifth. We were in that position up until about 2 or 3 games left. We had quite a hard running and ended up finishing 8th, which is quite disappointing. But I suppose there's room to go back up there this year. So yeah, excuse me. It brings us on to this season. You're all up to speed now. So let's have a look at the squad quickly. And a few players in particular that have been here for a while. So the player that I was telling you about earlier, and the player that helped us get into the Premier League from League One, we signed him as we were getting relegated. While we still had the reputation and stuff, we had the Championship reputation and the finances, etc. And we were already getting relegated, so I decided to take a punt on him, and it ended up working. As you can see, he's only 4.5 stars still at the minute, which is scary if you see him. And he's got 5-star potential still. So yeah, let's have a look at him. This is the player that Will linked, or his version. So yeah, here he is. Um, absolutely incredible. I still remember the night I signed him. I think I was talking to Mick and Alex, and I signed him, and I thought maybe that I should have signed defenders instead, because we were just leaking goals all over the place. And I remember saying to him, I don't think I should have brought him. I should have spent that money on a defender or something. But it turns out that he'd end up turning out to be the best player that I've ever brought. And for the price we brought him at, we brought him for £1.9 million from Celtic, and he hadn't even played a game then. Yeah, as you can see by his goal record, just unbelievable. At every single level he's played, he's scored goals for us. Even in the Premier League, his first few seasons in the Premier League, 17 and 22, and he's still getting assists too. Last year he got 18, which yeah, is absolutely unbelievable. Danny Bath has been here a few years now, I think, as well. Signed him from Wolves for £6 million. Again, turned out to be an incredible player. 32 now, but they're not stats for a 32-year-old. He's still got a bit of pace. Still got his technical stats. Still got some mental stats as well. And with some young players that we've brought in for a lot of money, I might add, I think it's going to help them out to be incredible players. If they're probably already better than him now, but hopefully he can pass on some wisdom, etc. Enrique is injured at the minute, but we're looking to bring in another centre midfielder because Barcelona are interested in him. They put in I think it was a £20 million bid. I told them they can have him for 35 and no less, and they didn't want it. So, 24 years of age, probably still got his best years ahead of him. We'd like to keep him if we can. I think he's been here a few years as well. Yeah, he's been here a long time. 3.1 million, money well spent yet again. Anyone else that's been here a while? Oh, Matty Cervantes, or Servants, I think it's pronounced, I'm not sure. This lad, whew, right, I'm going to show you now. This is probably one of the best signings it's up there with the best signings that I've made. Him, Hunter, just for pure value for money. I say value for money. We've actually got him on a free transfer while we're in League One, and he's just turned out to be an absolute tank, and he's been here, consistently playing over 20 games every season. So he didn't. He played quite well actually for FC Dallas, but when I seen we could approach him on a free transfer, yeah, that was pretty much it. I was sold. We signed Harry Kane, which you'll see is probably the only player that you'll recognise apart from Bath. Because we haven't got a backup striker. We're working on bringing one in, but he's the backup. He's pretty terrible. But yeah, we just wanted someone that was English to register him for the league, and someone that I thought could do a job. He's fairly consistent with his goals. He gets about 5 or 6 a season, but I've told him that he'll be rotation this year, so I don't expect to play a lot. Our goalkeeper, a very good goalkeeper. 25 years of age. How much should we sign him for? Was it 6 million? 6.5. Very good. So I'm sort of familiarising myself with this. Bulat is the right back. He's still only 20 years of age. He's going to be a very, very good player. Signed him for 8.75, which again, money well spent. First season back in the Prem. I think this lad was already here, so you won't be seeing him in the roundup that I'm going to do the transfers. This has probably gone on for a while, but yeah, I want to get you up to speed so you don't don't miss anything. So yeah, Dos Santos, I've shown you him. He's actually going to have his position under threat this year because of the youngster that we brought in. He's still only 24 as Dos Santos, but the lad we brought in, I think he's about 17, 18, and he's about the same ability already. He's absolutely unreal. So let's have a look at the transfer, shall we? Got some players I'm looking to bring in a minute. But yeah, you're going to see that we spent a lot of money, but we did bring in quite a bit. And obviously our success over the last few seasons has allowed us to fill the bank up a bit and then splash the cash. So the first player that we signed was Mizel, I think, or Mizel. He was £2 million, and like I said, this is the lad that's probably going to be challenging Dos Santos already. Some very good stats, including his dribbling, his crossing, his corners, technique, passing, and his determination 17. For an 18-year-old, I think if we can get his maybe his physical stats up a little bit, he's set to be a very, very good player. Again, 18 years of age, he looks like he could be one hell of a player. So we made a few big money signings, one after another. The first one was Regis from Lazio. He plays on the other side. He's 20 years of age. I'd like to get his determination up a bit so he can grow a bit more, but I think he'll just grow with age anyway. He's got some pretty decent stats and he's got a bit of pace as well, which is always good. So hopefully with age he'll get some more physicals, but we can work on them as well. So yeah, 25 million for him. Maybe overspent a bit, but he's very young and maybe it'll turn out to work out quite well for us. The next signing, 23.5 million, was Pitbull. That's genuinely his name. I know. 20 years of age again, and look at him. Doesn't look like a Pitbull. Looks like a 12-year-old boy. He's not far off, but yeah, 20 years of age, and I think he's going to have a very bright future at this football club. Him and Cervantes at centre back. I'm quite looking forward to them two playing together. Hopefully they can do a job for us, which I'm sure they will. So the next one we brought in was Simon Vandenberg, sorry. We had him on loan last year, and he did alright, I think, when he was called upon. 20 appearances, and he got an average rating of 6.99. For a 20-year-old, I think that's pretty decent in one of the best divisions in the world. Probably work on his determination. That might be a job for Danny Bath, looking at that now. So the next one was on a free transfer. We went out and got loads of free transfers in January. Excuse me. And the first one was a new left back. It's Pintino. He's a Brazilian left back. I mean, compared to what we had last year, this lad is absolutely incredible. If we have a look at the left back that we had before, it would have been Ferraro, I think. I mean, he's good. He's very good. Don't get me wrong. But you know, I think we've gone up drastically in what we've brought in there. He's only 21. He's got a 5-star report. Maybe I'll look to loan him out or keep him as backup. I don't think he'll want to stay around as backup for too long. We got another left back. Yes, Solzer, is it? Again, he's a very good player, but I think it might be time for him to go out, maybe on a permanent transfer. But he's got some pretty decent stats. He's still only 22 as well. That's something I'll have to decide later. So we then went for Diego Latour. This lad's a centre midfielder, 26 years of age. Only got a 2.5-star report, but I think he's a lot better than that. It looks like he's got that sort of. I think I showed William and he said he's got that sort of Xavi Alonso sort of stats about him. He definitely could be a very good player. Him and Enrique in the middle hopefully can do a good job. More of a flair player, I think. Probably my tactic. He won't be running at people a lot, but it's good to have if you can take a player on. So the next one was Clay Halliday, centre back, young. I think it was just like we really needed English players to register, so went out and got this lad. He's on 15 grand a week, which to us now isn't really a lot. 24 years of age, quite young still. He's got some alright stats. I reckon he could fill in if needs be, maybe in cup games or etc. Terry Dean, another young, well, fairly young English centre back again for registration purposes. Probably won't play too much. Samal Rocha can play anywhere up and down the right hand side. He's in the reserves at the minute. Going to keep him there for a while. He's actually injured for 2 to 3 months, which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully it won't harm his development too much. But he's very quick. He's got some pretty good stats in the key areas for a winger, which which hopefully he'll turn into a good player. Free transfer, 500 grand. So hopefully we can make a cheeky profit on him. Another young centre back that we brought in, I think this time he's got a very good chance of probably breaking into the first team, just due to the fact that he's got very good stats already and his determination is 20, so he's definitely going to be one to look out for in the future. And then we go to a lad that we brought in on loan. I think he's a winger again, yeah, and hopefully eventually we'll end up bringing him on a permanent transfer. We'll see how he develops this year. Probably going to be used as backup for now, but 17 years of age and he's got some very good stats for a 17-year-old. He's got pace, he's got definitely raw talent. And I think, with the coaching that he'll receive here, then I don't see why he can't turn out to be a very good player. But we'll keep an eye on him. Harry Kane, you've already seen. And then we had to bring in a backup striker because we didn't actually have one. Until we brought in Harry Kane, but then I went out and splashed some more cash on this lad. When I say backup striker, the stats that he's got, you wouldn't think he was a backup. Let's just put it that way, because let's have a look at him. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's only 23, so he's still got a few more years of developing, hopefully. Even if he doesn't develop that much, those stats are very, very good. 18 finishing. He's got long shots as well, not afraid to have a few shots. His composure is the only thing that sort of lets him down, but we're working on that at the minute. Hopefully that determination of 20 will help him out. He's got off the ball, he's got teamwork, anticipation, he's quick as well. 5'11", is not a bad height. So yeah, he's our quote unquote backup striker. So I think we've definitely got the strength in depth this year. So going out, Dennis Petrov, I think we brought him in for 1 year. He played a few games, but he was never going to get in ahead of Craig Hunter. And I think he was like 29, was he? Did he say? Yeah. He was never going to break in, unfortunately, which is a shame because he did well in the games that he'd come on. Just wasn't gonna break in. So he's gone to Liverpool for £10 million. Josh McEachran went to Southampton for 7.5 million. This lad, I think, was there for a few years actually, 3 or 4 years. Yeah, 7.5 million. Didn't make a loss. Well, we did with his wages, but transfer wise, yeah, we did quite well with him. Kazmarek went out to Reading again. Never really broke in. Only really had him for 1 season. Only played 9 games. Got 2 assists. Got a decent average rating, but we made a bit of a loss on him, which is a bit of a shame. But we do tend to make decent profits on players. Another lad that we sold on, 22-year-old. Probably could have done with him because I didn't realise it would be this short on centre midfielders. But Tumelo Villakazi, I think is pronounced. He went for about 11 million. I think he's going to be a very good player. But yeah, with the 2 centre midfielders that we've got, I just thought we didn't need him. But that might be a mistake. But yeah, we'll see. We don't really want to think about that too much. Just have a look at the profit that we made on him. Well, that speaks volumes for itself. 1 season, played 24, 3 goals, 2 assists, 1 man of the match, and Everton come with I think I came in originally with like an £8 million bid, and I was like, you can have it for 15, and we bargained it. We just met in the middle, sort of, and went for 11. So I'm happy with that if they're going to come in after one season for 11 million. A few free transfers. Marco Marin's probably the most noticeable one. Still pretty decent, just a bit slow. Unfortunately, we've got better players coming in now, I think, which is a shame for him. Vicente Alvarez is a player that you probably would have known if you would have seen the series before. Absolutely quality player for us. His stats have declined dramatically because he's picked up so many injuries over the last few years. I was quite surprised we got 2.5 million for him because I kept offering him out earlier in the season for nothing and no one would take him. And Chesterfield came in with an offer for him. You see, he's a very good player. He's on the favoured personnel list, so he's a very good player for us. And yeah, I think he'll do well at Chesterfield. All the best to him. Very good player. And then a few loans going out, youngsters. I was quite surprised at this one actually that someone come in for him. Aldo Rolon is not bad. Don't get me wrong, but he's always in the sort of reserve team. Never really broke into the first team, and yeah, he didn't actually play a game for us. Oh yeah, he played 11? Sorry, and he didn't even get that good of an average rating. But yeah, Lille come in. There's a few teams actually that come in with a bid for 5.75, and we were just happy to snap their hands off. But he seems to be doing alright, international level. Where's he from? Where's that? Paraguay. Yeah, he looks a half decent player. We'll see how he gets on in France, but so yeah, that took the total income to 40.5 million, and we spent 72. So yeah, we're going to play the first game of the season today. I think we've got Wolves away. Yeah, followed by Chelsea, which is a bit of a bummer. But yeah, we'll play that, and I'll meet you back here when we're about to start the match. Okay, so we're back, and I'm currently working on bringing in another centre midfielder, like I said. These are the players that I'm currently working on bringing in. Lima is a centre midfielder, only 19, so he'll probably sit in the reserves for a few years, see what we can make of him. Marotti, we unfortunately failed in a bid for him. He didn't want to talk to us. Oh yeah, Pereira, I think his name is. He's a winger that's joined us in a couple of years' time because of the laws or the rules in Brazil. But this lad, I think a few more years playing in the first team or in the under-20s at Boca, and he's going to be a very good player for us when he joins eventually. So he's still got a few more years of developing to do there, which hopefully will turn into a better player. But already he's got some very good stats. And this last one, we're trying to negotiate a price at the minute. I'm just going to call him Pablo for now. But yeah, he looks very good. 22 years of age, and his technical stats are pretty incredible. He's got a determination up. That's the only thing that bothers me, but that's easily to do. Easy enough to do. Yeah, that's the one. So here's the team that we're going to go with today. Enrique is unfortunately injured. When does he come back? 2 to 4 days. So hopefully we're back for Chelsea next week. So the team goes Polat in goal, Pintino left back, Pitbull, Cervantes the two centre backs, Bulat right back, Nwatka, I think it's Nwatka. We'll go with that. I've never really pronounced these players' names because I don't need to. When I play on my own, it's all in my head. So yeah, Nwatka, Van der Berg, which is the young lad. It's thrown in at the deep end a bit. He can't really play there, but we haven't really got anyone else. Latorre, Regis, Dos Santos, and Hunter. So that's what we're going with at the minute because Mizell was also out injured for 2 to 3 weeks. So a bit of a shame. But our bench is looking quite strong. We've got we've got some depth, but not really a lot past that, which is a shame. Oh no, clear that. Okay, right. That looks fine. Where's the right back? Yeah. Right. Sound. Right, let's go. Here we go. First game of the season. For anyone that's wanting to know about my background as well, I'm not quite sure I've done it because it's the default skin. But I tried putting a background pack on one of the other skins and it just carried over to this one. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how you go about doing that. But it looks fucking sick. It looks very good when you go into messages and you've got our background there. It looks very good. So let's see how we get on first game of the season. Wolves won't be easy by any stretch of the imagination. I think they had a pretty good season last year. This is a new tactic that we've brought in as well over the summer, so it's the first time I've seen us do it or play with it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But looks like they're gonna have a highlight first. Just knocking it around us. It's cleared. I've got to be coming towards that. Just knocking it round. That's well played. Can we counter now? Vandenberg, Regis. Can you get a ball in? Hunter's going to be in around there somewhere. He loves a goal. There he is. He's going to be disallowed, definitely. Which is a shame. Craig Hunter's also our all-time top goal scorer at the club, which yeah, is just insane. He's quality, really is. He's Pitbull off the bar. What am I even saying? I'm so tired. Can't believe I fell asleep after work. That's not how it's meant to go. There we go, playing some good stuff. Trying to get a goal before half time. Don't lose it there. Pitbull, no, he's been sold. Ward, say Pollard. That's well played. Well, I should out. Pretty dangerous. Don't want to be getting caught out. So I think that's going to be half time. 0-0's the score at the minute. This video must have gone on for a fucking lifetime. Apologies if it's gone on for too long, but you needed to be caught up to speed. But let's see how this second half pans out. That's a ball in. That's a poor ball in. Who's that? Hunter. Shit. He's Gosling. That's well in. Vandenberg. He's done well. Ball down the line. It's going to go to the keeper. Oh my god. What a goal that is. 40 yards out. The keeper's come when he probably could have. Why didn't he pick that up? But that is a hell of a finish from the young lad. That is a very good finish. He's done well every time I've seen it. Balls come forward. He seems to break the play up quite well. Probably does deserve a goal. See if we can get another one. That's well played. Here's Hunter. Oh, good. Oh, that wasn't even a save. I was gonna say good save, but that's a terrible shot. Probably bring him off soon. See how the other new lad copes. Aiden White's picked up a knock for what was injured for them. Fucking hell, I went quick. So let's bring on Royce. I think it is. Anyone else playing badly? Or we haven't really got centre mids to bring on. We need to bring on a right back though. I think Danny Bath can play there. No, but Cervantes can. That'll do for now, I think. We haven't really. Oh, what's happened here? Bulat. What? I just brought you off. The fuck? Does that mean the other one didn't go through either? Okay. That must have happened in the future. So 10 minutes left. Hopefully we can see it out or maybe even get another goal. But it looks like it's going to go all the way to the end. And it could be a win. First game of the season away from home, which is very good. It looks like it's going to be not an amazing performance, but we got the job done. And there we go. First win of the season. Comes in the first game of the season away from home to York. York? Why did I say York? That's because we played them in real life. Barnsley? What the fuck? York. Oh dear, I want to see where Wolves finished last year, just to see. Lima's set to sign. That's a young centre midfielder. Nice one. Wolves, I'm pretty sure they were in and around us last year. Wolves, yeah, they're 5th last year, so that's a great result. They're the team we need to be catching up with this year. Where did they finish the season before that? Were they in and around? That must have been their first year. But yeah, they're the team we need to be catching up with. And that's a very good win. So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. We are 4th at the minute. Obviously, it's only the first game of the season. Doesn't really mean a lot. Not sure when I'll be doing another update. I'm just going to play it and do updates when I want. Because I don't want to have the sort of the burden of having to stop on set dates and record after every so often. So yeah, I'm just going to play through. Hopefully it'll be quite frequent. I want to get this done. The aim is to try and get into the Champions League, but obviously first we've got to sort out our league positioning, which hopefully within the next 2 or 3 years we can do. So thank you very much for watching, and we are back.